Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I know you want to watch whenever you're going to be like, why she saying good morning? Because it's morning here. It is like, well, the sun is coming up. So it's about 5:30 in the morning. And I am serving kitchen staff realness with the scarf on my head. And I am not changing it because, as I said right now, this is get in when you fit in videos. These are get in when you fit in. It ain't get yourself together, look fabulous videos. It is get in where you fit in videos. So we're going to do this video and then I'm going to start on life. Why am I getting stuff when I just put myself on plane mode? Google is real. Y'all, I just put this phone on airplane mode. And why is some Google chats coming through? I shouldn't even see you right now because I'm on Google say, we run this. Don't play with us. Okay, anyway. As we go on, getting ready for the warm weather, and it is finally going to start warming up here in Chicago. I think as of Monday, we're going to start having 70-degree weather. Going to get these feet done because I can't be out here looking winter rough when it's warm outside. I want to put on my sandals. Okay, why y'all let me talk on and on? Okay, so what we're going to talk about are the roses of summer, spring and summer. So if you are looking for a gorgeous rose for the summer, y'all know, you better not click out because then you're being stupid and you're not going to have that fragrance that you really want for the summertime. All right, so let's talk about rose for the summertime. Rose is, of course, a classic. You know, I mean, come on now. We all know rose fragrances. And sometimes people be like, oh, I don't like rose. Let me just say this for those people. You just haven't found your rose. Because there are so many different ways that you can find a good rose, that just explore some roses. I'm thinking about doing perfume fragrance consultations. I don't know if I'll be doing them virtual though, but anyway, that's just something in my head. So anyway, for roses for spring and summer, for me, they're more romantic, they're more flirtatious, they are lighter, they're fresher, they're greener. You know, I want to smell like a rose garden, but a sexy 2022 rose garden. So these are the roses that I pull from my collection that will give you that. Some of them are more daytime, flirtatious, flirty, just, you know, hanging out, very likable, stylish, fresh green roses. And then some of them are more, you know, a little bit richer, give you a little deepness so you can hang out, so you can wear these in the evening and feel like, yes, I'm smelling good. And I got a couple of edgy ones in here because I thought about it. I said, you know, my edgy sisters need something too. Somebody who wants to smell a little bit edgy but give a little rose. So let's get started with them. So I want to start here. I'm going to start out with these two. Where are they at? Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Okay, so these are my philosophies. And these are kind of why I started. I love philosophy fragrances. I'm not saying that too much because that'll make me go off into a philosophy. You know, let me find every damn one I can get. And I'm trying not to be that person right now. But anyway, this is one of my favorites. This is Ballet Rose. I do have the large one of this one, but it's at work. I keep it in my drawer at work. But anyway, this is a beautiful, fresh green rose. It's an EDT. It doesn't last long, but it's so just dreamy and romantic. This is a very, you know, very girly fragrance. I love the fact that you can get them in these sizes because these are perfect to carry with you. I think I might get another one just to have in my bag sometimes. But yeah, this is a beautiful fragrance that you can just wear all the time. It will give you this little, you know, if you love a nice green fresh rose and you're not trying to be overpowering, this is perfect. Hey ho squad. You thought I forgot about you. But I be trying not to offend everybody all the time, like coming in and saying, what's up, hoes? So I'm just saying it now, what's up, hoes? And I'm going to insert this in so y'all know I was thinking about y'all. How y'all doing? How my hoes doing? Y'all been hoeing out there? Y'all know. And when I say hoeing, y'all know I mean that classy hoe. You been classy hoeing out there? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you been hoeing. I hope and make it do what it do, y'all. Make it do what it do. Head hoe out. Talk to you later. Now this one is Nude Rose. And it kind of vibes just the way it says it does. Nude Rose is more watery, where Ballet is a little fresher, a little, you know, it has a little more substance to it. Nude Rose is definitely a watery rose. Very beautiful and fresh and got this airiness to it. So that's Nude Rose. Of the two of them, I prefer Ballet Rose. Before you, in case somebody asks, I prefer Ballet Rose, but Nude Rose is like something that I wear like in the morning, like in the summertime, if I'm just gonna be around the house and I want to smell beautiful and like just, you know, uplifting, like something to, you know, wake you up in the morning. That's Nude Rose. All right, then we have one of the Dahlia Divines. This is Nude. This is the lightest of the three that I have. I have the original and then I have La Nectar. This is the light one. It's called Nude for a reason. It is the lighter one. It's definitely got this, I just be spraying in a box. It's definitely has this just really, let me say this. This is a very cultured rose. It's very romantic. It has this would be perfect to wear for your wedding, whether you're a guest or the bride, because it's very, it vibes like summertime and it vibes like a rose garden. So not too heavy. You know, I like sometimes not heavy fragrances, right? I want to smell good, but I don't want it to be super heavy. I don't want it to be like, you know, just overwhelming the whole room. And if that's what you want, and you want to have that kind of fresh, romantic, kind of dreamy vibe, this is perfect. You know, when I think of rose a lot, I think of things like, you know, wearing, you know, being in a beautiful sundress, maxi dress. This is a maxi dress rose. Okay. I almost said, oh, okay, this should have been the first one. This is just because let's just get rid of this one because everybody talks about it, right? And I still love it. This is Delina by Perfumes de Marly. This is, of course, it has its own vibe. It is it's iconic. You know, it's duped all over the place. Everybody's trying, you know, this is like BR540. This is becoming the BR540 of feminine fragrances. This is, you know, duped. Everybody's looking for a dupe of this. But it is this kind of, it's got this rhubarb. So it's got this sourness to it. I swear it does. It has this sourness to it, but it's a rose. And this is very polarizing. People either love it or hate it. I'm on the love it side. There's something about it that's very elegant. Just, I like that like sour yet floral vibe to it. So this is not for everybody. I would never say everybody should get it. If you can go and get a sample of it if you're curious. Yeah, so that's that. That is Delina. Now, since I pulled out Delina, I'm gonna talk about the one that I have that's very similar to it. I have a couple that they say, but there's a Nina Ricci, but I don't necessarily say that one is as much as this one is. And this is Girl of Now Forever. So this definitely vibes like Delina. It has a raspberry and lemon on the top, so it has this tartness on it, but it's not quite as sour as Delina. It has that tartness, but it doesn't have the sourness, and it wears incredible. This is an Elisab Girl of Now one, so it vibes incredible. Now it's a lot sweeter as it dries down, but it still has that kind of, but the rose is beautiful and it lasts all day. And it, yeah, dare I say it, it gets some compliments, but you know, that ain't my life. That ain't my life. That ain't my ministry. The compliment ministry. I'm not in the compliment ministry. I'm gonna stop messing with folks. Okay, so there's that. Then this one is a newer one to me. No, I'm not gonna talk about this one first. First, I'm gonna talk about one that's not here. And so I'm gonna put the picture here because this is one of my old ones and I love it. It's sitting at my desk at work. And that is Coach, the original Coach, I guess is, I don't know, the one with the brown one. This is such a pretty rose. It's something every day that you can wear. It's likable, it's non-offensive. It's just a beautiful, just fresh rose. It's not doing too much. And so it's like, it's one of those fragrances that you, like if you're looking for something that you just want to have to throw on and still smell lovely when you wear it, and you love a good floral, go and try that Coach. I was pleasantly surprised because real talk, I didn't buy it. So the reason why I have it is because I did a pickup order at Ulta, and they accidentally put it in my bag. So it was a freebie. And but I love it. It was like, whoa, where did you come from? Love you. So Coach, okay. Now let's talk about, okay, let me go back to what I was talking about. So this is Secret de Rochas Rose Intense. I don't know where I heard about this. I don't know. I didn't hear about it. This is how it worked. Y'all know I be looking for stuff, and somehow one of these came up in my, hey, you might want to try this on one of these, on Fragrance X or something. So I opened it up, and then I started looking at Rochas, and I saw this. So then I'm looking at it, I said, ooh, rose, and I looked up the notes, and then what I did was I looked it up to see, has it been talked about, on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I don't watch the review. I just want to see how many people talking about it. I think the only person I saw talk about this, maybe 2 people, was Sebastian, the perfume guy, and Sarah Mays. These are the only 2 people that I saw that it came up with. I kid you not. So this is such a beautiful rose. Y'all, we've been sleeping on this one. I still haven't got Paul Smith rose, but this is it's got this sweetness to it. So if you want a sweet rose, like if you like jammy roses, but they're too much in the summertime, this is a good one to wear. This is so good. This just, this does it. This is like a really beautiful but it has a unique quality to it, because as I smell it, it has a like sweetness to it and like almost a fruitiness to it that makes it a tad bit different than the ones I have. It's very sophisticated. It's very just very beautiful in its way, that I'm not gonna say in its way. It's a beautiful fragrance, floral, I wouldn't say necessarily fresh, a little fresh, but a little sweet too. So that's Secret de Rochas Rose Intense. Now hold on for a second. So since I'm in my little sweetness, right, I'm gonna keep it going with another sweet rose, and this is Ganache's I Am Love. Now Ganache is reopened, as you know if you're on my other channel, and the Ganache, we know that, real talk, just for the disclaimer, I'm friends with JC, the perfumer and owner, but he no longer is selling these. This was like the last of his old stock, and now he is reopened with a new look and everything. But this, oh man, this is a sweet, pretty rose. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's a sweet, dreamy rose. It's got this sweetness to it. It's kind of sexy. It's like summertime, daytime sexy. This is day sexy, because it's not too rich. It's not too powerful. This is one of those things that if you're wearing it, like especially if you're sitting outside at a beautiful cafe or you're at a rooftop. Y'all, listen, I'm in Chicago. We love rooftops. You're at a rooftop and you're having a date and you're like having lunch and you put on this, and then the breeze hits you, there's going to be this sweet rose, but it's not going to be too much to be like, damn, she doing too much, right? It's going to be perfect. It's going to be that lingering and damn, baby, you smell good. That's what I Am Love is. All right, then we're going to go with this one. No, then we're going to go with this one. And this, so we're going to hit these two for me. These are my, this is, whew, you can't find this one. It's hard to find. I think it's on Fragrance Buy right now, but this right here is Parfait de Roses. Yes. I love this. This is a sweet jammy. This is a jammy kind of rose, you know. It's got a slight, it's powdery, got a little booziness to it. But let me tell you what, this is a sexy rose, but this is a sexy girly rose. And the reason why I pulled this, because it can be heavy. You cannot wear this in the heat. I would not say wear this in summertime, but if it's still cool enough, the 70s, things like that, go ahead and wear it. But it's a sweet rose, very kind of slightly, y'all know I don't edit out everything, right? So it's a sweet jammy rose, but it's not too heavy, not too much that you can't wear it in the cooler days or in the cooler nights, when the nights, you know, when the sun is down, you could wear this and you would kill it, folks. You would SOTH on their asses. Now, if you cannot find this Parfait de Roses, the other one that you should try is Rose Rouge by Van Cleef & Arpels, which is more accessible as opposed to this one, because this one is discontinued. You can find it, I think it's on Fragrance Buy, but you can get Rose Rouge for, you know, a little bit less money. Same vibe, I promise you, because I have Rose Rouge. I just gifted it to somebody because they couldn't find it at the time, and it was one of B's friends, and I gifted it to her because she really loved it. But this one, yes, hunty. So yes. Now, since I'm on Maison Lancôme, let's just stay there. Magnolia Rosé. I love this fragrance. Now, I know it doesn't look like I've used a lot. I actually have the 30 ml. That's how I bought first. So that one's almost done. This right here. This is a perfect rosy magnolia. Got a little citrus in it. It's gorgeous. It's on the line of like Rose's Musk, which is coming up, but it's a little bit sweet. It's got a little more sweetness to it. It's a rose magnolia. You just have to, if you can find this and you love a good beautiful floral, you love a good rose, you love like the green, more green fresh roses, you cannot go wrong with Magnolia Rosé. I know I'm like tongue-tied about it because honestly, it's just this really classical vibe to it, but modernized. And it's a very elegant, it's a very everyday, it is a very bridal, it is just beautiful. It is a gorgeous, fresh, intoxicating, musky rose with, you know, with that magnolia vibe. So let me stop talking. I was just going on and on. Since I mentioned it, let's talk Montal Rose's Musk. Rose and musk, and that's exactly what it is. So if you love that kind of vibe, a musky rose, this is the one you need. Now there is Intense Rose's Musk. I was thinking about getting it, but I said, damn, you're doing too much. Now you don't need both of them for now. But yeah, it's a beautiful musky rose. If that's what you want, that is what you're gonna get. And it's just that. It is a fresh musky rose. Rose's Musk. It's beautiful though. I mean, it is gorgeous. If you like that vibe, go on and get it. Now we have this one. This is newer. This was gifted to me. This is Valentina Donna. This is the original. It's pink, and that's exactly what it is, a pink rose. It is light, it is fresh, it is romantic, it is dreamy, it is very glamorous. I love the bottle. You know, the bottle just says glamour. And so that is Valentina Donna. It's nothing that I'm going to say is groundbreaking, but it's a classic rose that if you love rose, if you want a classic rose in your collection, this is a good one to have. All right. Now, I have a thing for Francis Kirkjohn. A lot of us do. However, I have a thing for Francis Kirkjohn about getting fragrances of his that are not under the MFK umbrella, which is his house, which is expensive as hell. Because I have been finding that quite a lot of times, things that he's done for other houses are kind of similar to the things he's done for his own house, which makes sense because he has a style. It is what it is. I know people be like, nah, it's not, you just saying. No, really, he does have a style, and it is what it is. So let's talk about my Kirkjohn roses that aren't MFK. As I go along, once I get a nice amount of them, I'll go back and do another Kirkjohn, not MFK vibe, because I've only gotten a few new ones since the last time I did that. I did it with Kia from Yummy 411, in case y'all like, what are you talking about? All right, so we're going to start here with Elie Saab Le Parfum Rose Couture. I need to get the rest of I finally need to get the Le Parfums. I know I'm late to the party. Eventually I'm going to get them. But anyway, this is Rose Couture. This is light. It has a slight kind of almost booziness. I wouldn't say alcohol, slightly boozy to me, right? But this is a fresh, beautiful rose. I will say that this is the height of summer rose, because it needs to be where it's hot, where there's some humidity to make it last, because don't wear this when it's too cold outside, because it ain't gonna do it. But it's a really beautiful, glamorous, just fresh green floral rose. I know I'm saying that over and over again, but that's what these are. This is a pink rose. It's a little watery. It's just gorgeous on the skin. All right, so this is my other one. Now, I have all of these. Yeah, I have all of the Extase line by Nina Ricci. This one is Caresse de Roses. Now, I'm gonna say this. This one is similar to me, of MFK's A La Rose. Very similar to it. I know people say another one is, but I find this one reminded me the most of A La Rose. I did have A La Rose. I do not have it now. Part of the reason why I do not have it is because when I got it, here's the two things I thought. First off, it didn't last on my skin. It disappeared like that, and it was the EDP. Now, everybody says the EDT is better, whatever. But once I smelled it and got it, I was like, this is not worth the money. And the reason why I say that is because rose is such a classic note that you ain't got to spend all that money for a good, beautiful, classic rose. You just don't. So I'm saying that to say that this is it vibes just like A La Rose, gives off that A La Rose vibe. It's got that fresh, it's just a fresh, beautiful rose. Got a slight citrusy vibe to it. So if you have been like, oh, listen, I'm telling y'all now, if you want the MFK vibe, but your coins ain't there, just go on and find the Francis Kirkjohns that aren't MFK, because most of them vibe like something from the MFK line. I'm just here to say it. So this is very much like that one, but it lasts on your skin. This one lasts. You're gonna get like 4 or 5 hours out of that. Whereas when no lies told, I got 2 hours out of that $200 bottle. It was not worth it to me. No. See, I can reapply a $20 or $30. I could say, well, it doesn't last long, but I'm just gonna reapply it because I really love the scent. But if the scent is decent and it doesn't last and it's a very expensive, I'm not looking for stuff to last 12 hours, but I'm gonna need at least 5 hours. I'm gonna need at least 5 hours on my skin. I'm gonna need 5 hours for $200. Okay. Because I'm not even one of those people. It's got to be beast mode. It's got to last all day. It's got to last forever. No. All right. So then I said, let's have some edgy roses. I almost didn't. I was like, what? I almost didn't get out. This one is Erin Evening Rose. Now, this is, I usually have this out in the wintertime, but I was putting it away. I said, no, let's keep it out. And the reason why I'm saying keep it out is because sometimes you need, some people like an edgy rose. So this is an incensey rose, but it's not so like strong and deep as some of the other incensey roses I have. That if you like things like that, if you want to wear something that's a little edgier, that's a little more unique when you come to your roses, and you still want to be in the summertime, and you don't want to be just killing yourself and others, this is the perfect incensey rose for that. Gives you that incensey. It's a beautiful incensey rose, but it's just not as in your face. It's there, but it's just not as so heavy, so rich, so wintry. This has enough lightness in it that you could wear it in the evenings. Like say, if you know you're going out to a party or everything, you want to smell a little different, you want to stun on these hoes. You know I believe in us SOTHing on these hoes. SOTHing on the hoes. Yeah, you want to get Evening Rose. All right, then I have another one. This is, now I know it doesn't say this on here, but this is Dream Walking by Dreamhouse of Curio. Now, it's not spelled like that, but that's what it's called, Dream Walking. You just, you know, scrambled the letters. This is by one of my favorite perfumers because this is Vincent. When you get a Dreamhouse fragrance, I promise you, it is going to be unique. It's going to have an otherworldly quality to it. It is going to be like, wow. So this one is a rose based, and it has like this fizziness to it. It has a slight fizziness to it. It is very provocative. It's very just glamorous in a way that is edgy and unique. So it's very glamorous. And when I think of glamour, I think of magical. So it has a magicalness to it, you know, because we think of glamour to a certain extent, but glamour actually is about magic too. So it's a magical fragrance to me, very unique, very edgy, just a sparkle, a fizzy, unique rose. So that is Dream Walking by Dreamhouse of Curio. Now, y'all, I made this list out of my roses for the spring. And I'm looking at it and I said, what am I missing? I said, girl, are you serious? I did not have any of my man Sarah's listed here. I don't know what was going on in my head. So let's go and let's get started. We're going to start here. We're going to start with Pearl, which is, this is the man Sarah that got me started buying man Sarah's the way I do. This is a beautiful rose fig combination. This is not for everybody because I love fig and rose together. Now, when it starts out, it's kind of woody, and then that fig, it was like wood, figgy wood. And if, like, for instance, people love Philoxicos. I'm not a Philoxicos fan, but I love this because it does have that woodiness, but then as it dries down, you get that fig kind of tart sweetness with the rose. It is beautiful. I love this fragrance. I don't know if they're still doing the Mother Pearl on the new ones. I'm gonna have to re-up soon. I hope it still looks like this. I do know the new ones have magnetic tops as opposed to the twist tops. But yeah, Pearl, man, this is just elegant and classy and very, you definitely will stand out on this one because it is, it's just not something that you smell every day. So this is Pearl. Then we're gonna go with this one. This is Pink Prestigium. This is one of my newer ones from this, I think I bought this last year. Have been meaning to get it. So this is a citrus rose. Has a lemon vibe, but not super tart. There's a slight tartness, but it's more just citrusy. So it's a citrusy rose. That's what it is. It has, of course, other notes, kind of fruity and everything. But what really stands out on me and on my skin is the citrus and the rose. And as it dries down, you get a little muskiness to it, but the rose is outstanding. Yeah, and it gets this rose garden vibe. It really does. It smells like a rose garden because it has that rose, and then it's like a rose garden in summertime when you going through a rose garden and you get those different types of roses. That's what it vibes like. At one time in my old house, I had English rose bushes. I didn't have American Beauty roses, so it has a lushness like an English Beauty rose, you know, which is kind of full blown and large. And if you don't know what an English rose looks like and the difference between an American Beauty and which is what we're used to seeing here in bouquets of roses, I'm gonna put a picture of an English rose right here, and those are my favorite roses. But anyway, I had like 5 of them. I had 5 rose, yeah, English rose bushes. And I had one other one. But anyway, and so I'm gonna end this. I have to end it with my favorite rose. My favorite rose. Can y'all say it with me? Roses, motherfucking greedy. I was like, you ain't even got what? You don't have this on your what? This is the second bottle. I gifted, I decanted, gifted, and wore the hell out because I noticed the new one because see the new ones have the magnetic top. This is my perfect spring summer rose. It's got a little sweetness to it. The rose is intensely green and floral and beautiful. This is another stunning where get married in, go to brunch in, have a little dinner in it, go wherever you want in it because you're going to smell gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. It is romantic. It is a beautiful romantic rose. Let me just spray a little more. Hey, sweetness. Roses motherfucking greedy. So that is it. Had to end it there. That is it. As always, thank you for watching. This will be a premiere because I'm looking at the timer on here. I thought I was gonna go faster, but I didn't. I'm long-winded, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have some shorter videos for you people who need just a bite of something. And I'm gonna try to put the chapters in too. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.